So we're going to be creating this amazing application, text-to-speech app. So first of all, you create your HTML, index.html boilerplate. Then you import your style sheets and create your body. So here we create a div and give it a class name of container. Then inside the div, we create an h1. So inside that h1 now we now have text-to-speech. So we are going to display this now on our browser so that we'll see how it looks like. So we're going to serve this live now. So click on we're going to be seeing this now on the screen, text to speech. So we'll click on go live so that we'll view what we have here on our browser. So currently what we should have is text to speech. Yes, so this is it. So we're on the right track, text to speech. Always check your code when you're working so that you know if it's working or not working. So here now, grab a cup of coffee. Yeah, usually most programmers actually use coffee to stay awake. Like if you don't want to get bored, you just make sure you get a coffee by your side, but just make sure you don't get addicted to the coffee. But yeah, most times we take coffee at least to keep us awake and to keep us active. Yeah, so coffee actually will help you to stay active as a programmer and to make you more alert, like you won't forget most of the lines of code easily. So now the next part, now we'll fix the text area here. We'll give it an ID and we'll give it a placeholder. So this is what we have here now. Placeholder, enter text to convert to speech. So this is it here now. So you can see the placeholder we have here. Yeah, this is the placeholder and this is the text here. So this is it inside here now. So that's the function of that stuff. So you can see we can expand this to any length we want. Yeah, so let's write on. So the next one, I'll create a button. This is the button that when you click, the speech, the output of the speech will come out. So this is the button here. So we're going to actually be picking all the IDs here. So take note of all the IDs. So we want to reference the script.js here. So src, then script.js. So here we are linking our JavaScript here, our JavaScript file. Yes. So you can see here now we linked the style sheet and then we also linked the JavaScript, that's script.js. You can see them here, styles.css, and then so let's work on this styles.css, which is going to be handling our our main page, this main page. So we are starting from the body here. We are picking the body first, which is going to effect changes to the whole of the body. So we'll just give it a font family. So you can see that the text has changed. The font of the text has changed here. So let's write on, give it a background image, linear gradient. Then we just want it to look nice. Yes, so don't mind what you see now, everything is going to be arranged, so just follow up. These are just the steps. So you can see what we used here. So this is the color we'll be having, and this is going to match exactly what we have on the original one. That is the one we've created before. So align item center, so all the items will be at the middle. So but it won't show up now until I pick up the container. So let's work on the container. The container is the main part of the, let me show you inside the index.html. This is the container here, which is inside the main div, and this is the div that is carrying all those whole content. You can see all the whole content is inside that container. So it's just like a box carrying every other thing. So we are going to style this container now. Let's just say we are styling a box. So everything that is inside now, give it a margin, background color. So look at the background. Now we have this. Okay, so let me just zoom this so that you see what we have. It's because the screen is smaller or is minimized. So let me zoom it so that you see the full content. Okay, yeah, this is how it looks like now. Yeah, so but let me adjust this screen to this side. Yeah, let me adjust it. I think this should be okay now. Each time you are working on your code, always make sure you check it. Yes, it's usually advisable. So let's just finish styling this container part here so that it will look exactly like the way we want. And if you are using a VS Code has this live server. It's always below, so you are going to be seeing all the things you are doing as you are working on your code. Like it's just as if you are viewing your code live. The effect to be affecting it, like the effect to be showing as you are writing your code. So let's pick the H1. This is the H1 here now. This is the H1 text to speech, which is this one here now. So that's what we're adding. Well, that's what we just added that styling to now. Yeah. So this is the H1 here. So let's add a color to the H1. Remember, the H1 is just that text here. So we'll make it just a white text. We are going to still change that. So let's work on the text area, the width, the padding, the margin, the border radius. So let's just take a look at what we have now. So you can see how it is now. It's fitted now and it's nice. Yeah. So this is the text area. This is where you type your text and everything. So let's work on the button also. We'll give it a display block. We just want it to be in block form, margin, background color. Yeah, this is the button here, the speak button. So give it a color, give it a border radius, padding, then cursor pointer, so that when you click on it, there, yes, you can see the difference now. So that's the function of that cursor pointer. Then the button hover. So that's just the last one there. So the button hover is just when you hover over the listing, it will just show you the content. So this is what we have here now. So you can see, so yeah, so this is it here now. I can decide to minimize this. Yes, so remember, this is what we did. You just go through the code and make sure everything, if you are writing your own exactly the way I'm writing my own, just make sure it's the same thing so that you don't have any issues. Yeah, if possible, just write it exactly the way I wrote my own, then later you can now make adjustments to your own, to your taste. So this is the contents we have here now. So you can see that nothing is happening now because we've not added the JavaScript for the functionality. So it's just, you can just write text, but it will not interpret anything. Yeah, so you can zoom out, zoom in, so you can adjust the shape of this box to anyhow you want it. So let's work on the script.js here, which is the JavaScript. Now this part is going to be where the main functionality is going to come in. So we're starting with document.add event listener. So we're using this normal function for loading of DOM contents. So first of all, we are going to be picking all those IDs that we assigned to those index. So first one, we are going to be using document. We'll create a constant first to store those IDs. So we use document.get element by ID text to speak. This text to speak is the input that you are going to be putting inside that text area. Let me show you in the index.html. Look at it here now. This is the ID and this is the text area. Inside this text area, so anything we are putting there now, this ID is going to be catching it. So that's what we have. The next one here now is speak button. Yeah, that's the next ID. So we are going to also pick that one too and assign a constant to it, speak button, then we'll get it. So now we are storing all this one with the use of the IDs, all these IDs inside this constant. So we're going to give a condition here and then assign a constant to the syntaxes, then speak does button. We'll add the event listener on click of it, then we'll get the text to speak, then the text to speak input dot the value, that is whichever value that is imputed. Then if the text to speak when it's streamed is not equals to empty, that is when it is not empty, you should bring out or you should print out this speech synthesis utterance. So it's making use of the speech synthesis utterance to make these things so speak. So we bring the synthesis dot speak, then we put the utterance inside to make this speech to actually voice out. So this is what we have here. Yes, so let's just go through everything here line by line and see how everything works. You can see we created a add event listener. So we picked this remember how we got this one. We started with this div class, then the h1, then the text area, then the button, and also this script.js, and then we went to the css and we styled our page. Yeah, we started from the body, we styled our page, and let me just close this one. Yeah, so that we'll have only this style.css. So we started with the body, we added styling to the body, then the container, then the h1, and then the text area, and then the button, and then the button hover. Yeah, so these are just majorly what we just did. It's not much of a long process. Then we came here to the script.js, and then we came here, we added an event listener, and then these are all the functions inside. Then we picked all the IDs one by one, and then we give a condition here, and these are the whole contents. So don't forget to subscribe and watch out for more videos. Thank you.